Hey guys, first fan of the night. First fan of the night for behind the scenes footage, and we haven't filmed it yet today, but we probably will because we got some more friends coming soon. So there'll probably be all sorts of behind the scenes hijinks once they get here. But for behind the scenes content, patreon.com/dspiffy. So what do we have here, your metalness?
We have a 60-inch Dayton leading edge cast aluminum.
So these were technically made by China Cold Storage, which relabeled them as Weatherite.
Yep.
Which were then purchased by Leading Edge and either sold under the Leading Edge name or the Dayton name.
Also, I know these cast Daytons were high-tech. That's another one.
Well, no, High Tech was for the 56. They had different model names, just like, you know, how...
Chandru has a Westinghouse labeled one.
Mm-hmm.
That's 56-inch cast Dayton.
Well, that's not a Dayton. If you go to my workbench video on Leading Edge, it explains the whole story. But basically, so Westinghouse was getting their air conditioners made by China Cold Storage.
Okay.
And that's why the company was called Cold Storage, because they made, you know, freezers and coolers and air conditioners and things like that. And they decided to test importing some fans under the Westinghouse name. And they only imported a very small number in the 70s. And then when the gentleman that started Leading Edge decided to go into the commercial fan business, he shopped around and found out that those Westinghouse fans made by, you know, China Cold Storage, etc., he thought those were the best commercial fans he'd ever tested. So he went back to the factory and said, hey, I want you to keep making these, but make these to my specs instead. And that's why you got a bunch of different models and things like that you didn't necessarily get with the Westinghouse ones. I think the Westinghouse did have a 60-inch, but it was, something about it was different. I don't remember what exactly. But I went into detail on that in the Leading Edge workbench video. So yeah, this is a Dayton labeled version, which would have been sold through Granger, probably from the early 80s. There's no date on it. So funny story, we got 4 of these from another collector, but we were thinking about doing an install here in the Bay, but 2 of them were locked up. So then I found an opportunity to get 3 more. So this is actually from a set of 3 that came out of a dance studio.
Now, where was this dance studio?
I do not remember. I would have to look it up. Nope, don't know. But yeah, they were very nice, and this is how they were installed in the dance studio. This was the down rod length, and it looked to be a relatively small space and low ceiling for 3 of the most powerful fans ever made. So, because these cast 60-inch have been the highest CFM rating on our test rig. Yeah. Speaking of which, do we have a calculator here? I know Rick bought like a zillion calculators, so we should have one. I just don't know where it went. He's going to get the calculator. So. Okay. So what's first, 0 to high?
Yes.
And we pretty much know what these are going to do, don't we?
Yes. I think big inrush.
Yeah, let's go take a look. Interesting, it's climbing as opposed to... So I think we were wrong.
Totally wrong.
I remembered these as having a big inrush too, so I remembered wrong.
Oh yeah, I'm feeling it all the way here.
Oh yeah. Imagine if we do hang 4 of these. I mean, that'd be enough fan for the whole barn pretty much.
Basically.
Like I said, these are, these have tested higher than any of the antiques we've tested, even the antiques closest. Now, haven't tested an archtop Century yet. I'm told that's the most powerful fan of all time. We'll have to see. There's one in the museum. Actually, you were gonna bring the CFM meter to the museum. I guess we forgot about that, huh?
Yeah.
'Cause there's one downstairs in the museum that I hung. You know which one I'm talking about? It's all the way in the back downstairs.
Mm,
Anyhow, well, let's test this one.
okay. Well, start with, we are drawing.
1.39,
Yep.
as one does. 162 watts. That's gonna be a power factor of 1.
Yep. You're right. Exactly 1.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to get up and test the RPM, which I know is going to be over 300.
I'm sure. It definitely looks over 300.
Will be 1018 divided by 3.
Yep.
Or you get
I'm having trouble getting light on the calculator. 340.
Oh yeah, that looks about right, and it's definitely over 300, and I am really feeling it.
Oh yeah.
Here, let's see what the
Except for- Now the other ones were like around 14.
Oh yes.
That's a strong breeze down here, I tell you.
866.
866?
Yes.
I wish this calculator, I don't know why it doesn't seem to want to catch the light very well. You have another calculator? Because this one...
Yes.
Oh, wow. This is much higher than the last ones we tested. This is 17,000 CFM.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's the high. We've never seen one that high. I wonder why this one's higher than the others. I'm gonna take it though.
Yeah.
I'm certainly not gonna complain.
No
And this
way.
we didn't have to do anything to. No bearing work,
Right.
no blade straightening. Just put it together.
Yep.
Really nice shape.
All right. Here's spin down.
Yeah, and these are a big part of my childhood.
Oh yeah.
Almost as much as gold mines.
Well, sure.
Because do you remember seeing these as a kid, your medalist?
Oh yes, definitely the cast. I don't know if I saw a 60-inch. Maybe I couldn't tell the difference.
Uh-huh.
But I know Bayshore had something like it.
Yep.
So, Bayshore was like a regular thing.
Yep.
And out in the main atrium, like the center court portion.
So for me, and I know I've talked about this before, the Barrymore Theater had 2 in brown over like the mosh pit area. You know, like
Which
right in front of the
theater?
stage. Barrymore in Madison.
Oh,
You ever played the Barrymore?
No.
It's it's a little bit smaller and a little bit less fancy than like the Majestic or the Orpheum.
Okay.
And they do often have metal acts. I'm a little surprised you haven't played there. I'm sure you will one day.
Well, it depends on who the promoter is.
Yeah.
And the thing is, if I put on my own show, that's going to be way too expensive.
Yeah, it'd be an expensive venue.
Either to put on.
To this day, they still have 2 brown 60-inch over the stage or over in front of the stage, but now they're the stamped version. Like when the cast ones gave out, they replaced them with the stamped. But but otherwise they're still there. And I remember that when they were replaced, it would have been in like the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
Then the Mermaid Car Wash had a white 60-inch, and I was so confused because they put the canopies on upside down. So I spent many years trying to find this giant fan with the flat bottom motor that had a like bell lower canopy and a straight upper canopy, because I didn't realize that they just put the canopies on upside down. I thought that's how it was. That's a little stiff.
Might be.
Where do you think it's gonna start?
I know these to not start very low.
Nope.
So mine started on 9.
Okay. You're gonna go with 9?
Yeah.
I'm gonna chance it with 8.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
It budged.
9.
Okay, I'm changing mine to 10.
No, you already. That's cheating. 10.
I win.
Nope, you already locked in at 8.
So, and then just finishing my stories, the UW, University of Wisconsin, clearly got all their supplies from Granger because they were loaded with cast Daytons, agricultural cast Daytons, blender fans, and ring fans. So you knew, and you knew that they had to get them from a Granger because that was the only place that sold all three of those. Never saw any Dayton Lascos though, which is interesting because Granger sold Dayton Lascos. I did see Fascos. They had a lot of Fascos, and Granger sold Fascos.
Okay.
And they also had relights, so I wonder where those came from because those I don't know if Granger ever sold relights.
Oh.
But yeah, the UW used to be a mecca for commercial fans, and it was so sad when they remodeled and got rid of them. All the like banquet rooms and libraries used to have ring fans,
Yeah.
and then like all the like back rooms and kitchens and
Yep.
stuff used to have blenders.
Oh, yeah.
And then certain offices used to have the cast Daytons, and then of course the agricultural facilities were loaded with the agricultural fans. Go ahead, what were you gonna say? Your
I
man
did
list?
see something like this. I don't know if they were flower pot at UWM's locker rooms for a swim meet.
Yep.
I've seen them in there. They were on high.
Yep.
Okay,
UW Camp Randall, where the Badgers play, used
Yeah.
to have an indoor stadium loaded with gold lines and cages. I don't know if it's still there. I doubt it, but sure would be cool. It was like 100 Union gold lines in there in cages.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah, see, it's all, even this is 10, and that's like a decent low.
Decent low.
Okay, we'll go with 11. I knew this was not going to start low. Mine didn't. And
Yeah.
mine was even new in the box, kind of stiff. It might have been just a hair.
Yep.
Here is 12. Sorry, I had to throw out all that stuff since it went
Well,
stale.
I'm glad.
Damn
I don't know if you know
humidity.
this, but when Rick and I test fans without you,
Yeah.
when we get to 8, 12, and 20, we still can hear the crunching off in the distance, like crunch, crunch, just off in the distance. It's so loud that we can hear it all the way, even when you're in Germantown. So, since we don't have any crunching materials, it'll just be off in the distance. Like, crunch.
13.
I wonder what's in here. A down rod.
I wonder if it's for
The
that.
hunter that we were looking for all that
Yeah.
time, and it was just right in front of us, and nobody thought to look here.
Yep.
Blame Andy.
Yep.
That was probably another day where I had to work previous, and so I wasn't doing much. Like today, I've had such long work weeks.
Here's 15.
Yep, sure enough, right here.
So how would we mount that then? We don't have
What do you mean?
a grommeter.
That's all it needed is a grommet. Just add a grommet to it.
Here's 16. 17. 18. 19. And 20.
Off in the distance. Crunch.
And that's not even close to high.
No.
Not even.
No.
And we'll go with 21. 22. 23. 24. And 25. 26. 27. 28. 29 and 30.
So interesting. I guess for one of these, you'd want to use your test rig that only goes to 31 would still be a little low.
Yes. Yeah, we'd already know.
I don't know if you saw, I posted the schematic for the one that I drew up like that, and I didn't remember this, but what I did is I did the 1 through 8 just like you did.
Yeah.
And then instead of adding a 16, I added a 10 and a 20 just like on these test rigs. Okay. So basically you could go, you know, once you get to 9, instead of getting 10 with the smaller numbers, you just go straight to the 10 switch, and then you use it just like a decade box where you add 1 and then 10, 2 and then 10.
Okay.
And then that way it still tops out at 40.
Oh.
Well, actually, it doesn't top out at 40. It goes above 40 then, because then you would have, you could actually go above 40. How high could you go? I got to figure it out. 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus 10 plus 20 equals...
1.
So that one goes to 45.
Okay.
But, you know...
But I built it with an intentions of don't need to go too high.
Yeah.
I already know that this is just...
Well, if you wanted to test one of these, you'd probably want to do it in the bay anyways, not in the garage, so it makes sense. And same with anything else that would require a higher value. Probably want to test it here if it's going to be something that powerful.
Yes. Yep, here is 33, 35.
Looks like we're not going to go over.
And 40. Maxed it out.
Okay. Now, I remember these doing pretty well in the solid state, don't they?
Yeah, yes, they do.
So what are you going with? Silent or bedroom?
I'm going to chance it.
With silent.
Yes.
Okay, then I'll go with bedroom.
Okay.
You know what I'm looking forward to?
What?
Whenever we get those 2 other half pipes hung up where the lanterns are, I think that's going to be even better lighting for the videos.
Okay. Are these half pipes preheat?
If not, we will convert them.
Okay.
Some of them might be... they were all originally preheat, let's put it that way.
Okay.
And somebody in the past might have converted them. But if we'll unconvert them unless they're like original, like rapid start. Like the reason why we didn't convert that one is that was probably originally rapid start, or at least it was, if it was replaced really early.
Yeah.
Whereas if these have like new conversions, like recent ballast in it, nope, bye new ballast.
Yeah.
Got plenty of old ballast.
All right. Well.
I can't hear anything. Because we got the doors open, there's a little bit of background noise. But I can't hear anything at all. I'm going with silent.
Yeah. Yeah, that is silent.
Okay. Well, that's everything, right? Might as well leave it on high, get some air in here, because, you know, pretty soon we'll have our special guest, and want to make sure that he's comfortable. So, first of all, let's give this the metal test.
Yes.
How metal is it?
Oh, this is easily death metal.
Easily death metal. Yeah, these are top of the Dan scale as well. I do not know how Rick they are. I imagine they're at least mid-tier Rick because they're similar to the Toys R Us fans, which I know he likes. Yeah. But I don't know if they're top tier. We'll ask him when he gets here. I also don't know how Jonas or Andy or Christian or Stuart they are. I'm going to assume everybody except for maybe Jonas ranks these pretty high. Yeah. But I don't know. We'll find out. So now, of course, we have to thank our sponsors. Yes. And Pete there has our original sponsor, Fanstick.
Yes.
What's the slogan for FanStick? FanStick is the solution to all of my problems. To find out more, go to buyfanstick.com, fanstick.biz, lightstick.biz. And for Florida FanStick, which is 69% longer and harder than regular FanStick, go to buyfanstickxxx.com. Of course, we have the Good Manufacturing Company, which of course has helped to light our videos.
Oh, you could point to
I did already.
the single strip light.
Yes, those are the ones that are actually made by the real life Good Manufacturing Company right
Yes.
there. We generally credit all of the fluorescent lights to the Good Manufacturing Company, but those are legitimately the ones.
Yeah, with the sticker
Um,
on.
I bought a couple things for lunch today, and I ate one of them already, and I'll eat the other later. And but you know what I really wish I could have had today for lunch?
Is a taco burrito Mexican.
A taco, a burrito, and a Mexico. And there's only one place you can get all three. Do you know where that is, your metalness?
Yes, taco burrito Mexican.
And then what I, of course, would do is wash it down with a refreshing Sperry. What do you think about Sperry, your metalness?
It's very good.
Very good. Okay. You got to hear a little bit from our sponsor, 81220 LLC today. You'll definitely hear some more from them in future videos. Of course, the motto there is crunch, 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 crunch. It's about time to start playing Rick or Sheep, honestly.
It is.
What time is it? You got your watch?
It's like 8:35.
Oh, yeah, it's past Rick or Sheep started at 7, technically. So, yeah, definitely Rick or Sheep o'clock. What else do we got? I think that's all for our sponsors, right?
That is.
Well, you know who? Ding dong! Who's that at the door? We gotta hook up the doorbell so it can be for real. Turn around so we can do for real. Push for real. Have the doorbell. Oh, look who it is!
Doorbell.
It's Metal Jonas.
Hey, doorbells, organs.
You looking for anything, Metal Jonas?
Oh, you got any Homestead catalog?
What do you think about House on the Rock, Metal Jonas?
Oh, House on the Rock. Oh, one word. Incredible. One word. Overwhelming. Incredible, incredible, incredible.
So, to find out more, go to patreon.com/dspiffy. As always, what else can they do to support us?
Bye.
Bye, FanStick. Thanks for watching.